Morning, everybody. So it's day one of top tips, and this week we're looking at the Pilates Reformer. Now, everybody's always asking me about what funny machines I have at my studios. Well, for people who don't know, the Pilates Reformer is one of the apparatus pieces that Joseph Pilates developed. And basically, it's a moving carriage that goes backwards and forwards, and it attaches to the front of the machine by a series of springs. Now, what's important is when you go to the gym, you tend to use heavier weights. So when we're using big, heavy weights, we tend to work more globally or more away from the center of the spine. When you're using the springs, you're still working globally as a full integrated system, but the lighter the spring, the more you're working internally and the more challenging it is to finding your center. And what you do is you move your body in all different planes of motion and all different positions in and around the reformer. So I'm going to give you an example here. So this is a basic one that you all know. So you know it as the plank. I know it as upper long stretch. So I'm going to squeeze the inside of the thighs together. I'm going to find my midline. I'm going to draw my shoulders down, and I'm going to lift myself up into a long line and try to relax my shoulders and my thoracic for me. As I go out and in, the further away I go from the top of the reformer, which is the foot bar, the harder it becomes. The lighter the springs, the harder it becomes. So that's a very simple exercise to explain it. Now, when the carriage is moving and my body is on the full carriage, that is called a tilting reflex. So that means the equilibrium, the ground underneath is moving. Now, I can also change the exercise and do what's called a righting reflex. So a righting reflex would be where I'm standing on the floor and the floor is stable. So I'm going to do an exercise called Sutta. My foot is at the top, my hands are on the hips here, and I'm just going to push out and in. Out and in. So I'm now writing and I can now work on foot hip extension. Now, what are the benefits of the machine? Well, the benefits are always to do with the individual, where you are, and the quality of your connective tissues, and also your experience and your age of movement, how much experience you've got in movement. So it's not the machine that will get you into shape, it's you working with the machine. So Joseph Pilates talked about the apparatus like being a ballroom, being a partner, being like a dancer. So, you need to think about working together in the machine. So it's not the machine that gets you into shape itself, it's your connection with the machine. And so many people call me all the time saying, I've bought this Pilates reformer off QVC and it's just sat at home the same as they would a spinning bike. With any sort of exercise, it's initially doing it. And if you are, looking at a full body, an integrated system, a global system, you have to think about your sleep. You have to think about your hydration, and that's water. It doesn't include drinks, coloured water, fizzy water, orange. You have to think about your stress levels. You have to think about your nutrition. You have to think in your contrast in moving. So I don't just do Pilates. I tend to do a lot of yoga, and I also do strength and conditioning in the gym and a little bit of running. So it's a whole system. So if you are interested in either doing rehabilitation or perhaps you want to fine-tune your sport, drop me a call and let's have a chat and let's see if I can help you. This particular machine is called the Stop V2 Max, and I know they use it in all the professional Premiership football clubs in Manchester. I've gone from the top end of range. The reason being is the tower at the back gives me versatility. The great thing about the Pilates Reformer is, and particularly at my studios, I've got lots of different heights and sizes of reformer. So if you're a rugby player, if you're 6 foot, I've got a reformer that will accommodate you. A lot of the traditional reformers will only fit certain shapes and sizes. So have a fabulous day, everybody, wherever you are around the world, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Take care now. Bye-bye.